Welcome to the Bear Pit Pod. We're fucked. We're ruined 2 days, and not only are we ruined by drink, but we're ruined by money. Like, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see a receipt that I'm showing you right now. I've just paid $4.60 for a water at the airport, a bottle of water.
It's ridiculous.
It's madness, the prices of everything. Obviously, we were at the Uhren Cup last night. We should probably talk about that first. Good win, sort of, not.
Second half was good.
Second half was way better.
Yeah, a lot better. The youngsters are quite impressed by quite a few of them, to be fair.
Telford played well, Ngoy played
Jarvis
well.
in the first half.
Jarvis, Verlinden, all had decent games. Timon, Timon, as we should say it properly.
Bojan looked quite sharp.
Yeah, Bojan looked nippy. Charlie Adam looked fucked.
What was it, 20 minutes in?
Charlie Adam was blowing. Charlie Adam was absolutely blowing out his arse after about 35 minutes.
It was only the other day where we were saying actually he looked good in his pictures.
Yeah, we thought he looked slim. Thought he looked in shape, but
I tell you,
doesn't look like he was.
Walshite was good last night.
Walshite did play well, made a big tackle.
Yeah, that was what I mean. That sticks out.
So we played first half and second half different sides. I think Mark Hughes said he's going to do that for the remainder of pre-season.
Strange.
I'm not sure.
Maybe for the cup.
For the cup, I don't know why you do it for the rest. No. I'm not too sure.
We'll have to see
how it pans out. But Crouch got man of the match. I thought that was a strange one. I think we've also made a notable unmentioned, someone we haven't mentioned yet. Gianelli Mbula played very well in the second half. It's like a young Patrick Vieira.
I was just about to say something on Twitter. He was good, to be fair.
Yeah, he did play well.
I think there was maybe once or twice where he did lose the ball and he didn't track back, which I think his only problem is his defensive capabilities. Maybe that's why Hughes doesn't put him in there when we only have two. Because you need a three, so I suppose someone supports him. Maybe that's possibly why he doesn't get much of a look in.
Do you know what? I think on that note, I think I'd like to see. Sorry if you can't hear us because that's fucking announcement. I'd like to see a two sitting of, say, Fletcher and Allen or Cameron and Allen. Gianelli in front of them, Bojan in the false nine, Arnie on one wing, Shaq on the other.
I don't think Mbula was a 10 though.
I'm not saying he's a 10, I'm just saying they dropped.
Yeah.
A sort of another midfielder. Just to let him run,
give him
the freedom of being able to go and run about.
It's either that or you do a 4-3-3 or 4-5-1, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
that's the other options. But no, I was impressed with him. He wasn't. To be fair, there wasn't anyone that had a particularly bad game, but there's only a few. Like you say, Ngoy. I thought Ngoy was quality.
Ngoy played well. He was looking to make something happen.
Yeah.
He was driving at defenders. He was quite tricky, pacey. That's the most I've really seen of him.
That's the first time I've ever seen him, and I was properly impressed. I can see why that stupid hashtag employing Ngoy is out.
Stupid what? Employing Ngoy? He's not jobless.
Deploying Ngoy, whatever.
Deploying Ngoy, you mean?
No, he was quality. Verlinden as well. He was good.
Verlinden played well.
He was over Shenton. He had that one shot. That's all I really remember from him.
And then he went off.
Yeah, for that. It was Campbell. Who would have got that goal?
Yeah. Well, so we did score. It was late on. OG, good work down the right by Tom Edwards.
No, it was Verlinden.
Was it Verlinden?
Verlinden got the cross in.
Verlinden got the cross in. See, I just don't even know what's going on anymore. But yeah, we won. Next up is Young Boys. I'd like to have stayed for the whole tournament because I've never seen Stoke lift a cup with my own eyes, and we could be lifting the Uhren Cup. Young Boys next on Thursday. I've got no knowledge whatsoever of Young Boys.
No, I know they're in Europa League.
I remember when they played Tottenham.
They beat Tottenham.
Tottenham turned it round in the second leg, I think.
Oh, it was. Yeah.
I think.
That's literally.
And then they played Southampton not so long ago.
Did they?
I think.
I've literally got no. I couldn't even tell you what.
But I couldn't tell you a player apart from Fry. I think they've got a Fry.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the old one. It's the
I think it's the older ones at Basel.
The new younger one. I think that. No one quote me on that because it's probably completely and utterly wrong.
To be fair,
it was a good workout. I was quite impressed by their side. I thought they weren't too bad.
Well, someone said the Swiss season kicks in shortly, so they're probably quite a few.
They're quite on it.
They're quite a few weeks ahead of us. So it was a good test, though, if that's the case. Because they did look good. They pressed us quite a lot.
they had some decent chances. I remember a couple of shots that went just shaved the post,
Yeah.
shaved wide.
Jack
Butland,
yeah.
Hogard made a great save.
He lost pre-season. Hogard
lost pre-season. Was doing well in pre-season, and then playing like Jim from the Dog and Duck in his professional career in real games. But yeah. We glanced over the game because there wasn't too much to...
It was, like I said, the first half was dire. Second half was a lot more impressive, and I think that was just down to the youngsters.
It was a good opener.
Try and get the chances.
Good opener, and like I say, hopefully we can go on and win the Uhren Cup. But as well, Peter Crouch got man of the match, and that was a strange one.
I think it's just who they wanted to meet most.
Yeah, that's always the case.
That's normally what it is, and it's like,
vote for...
if Shaqiri had played 100%...
Oh yeah, no matter if he'd have come on and played a minute, he'd have got man of the match. Because you obviously they go and get to meet the player at the end.
Free watch for it, didn't he?
Yeah.
And
he had a chance.
Had one header.
Yeah, he had a header, and keeper tipped it round. It was going into the top corner.
Yeah, great save.
It was a good save, but he definitely wasn't the man of the match. Who was your man of the match? I think mine would have been Gianelli Bull.
I'm just saying, Goy. He really did impress me. Yeah? He's running with the ball. Yeah.
So you're going to go for Ngoy man of the match? I'll say Mbula, because I know that'll also impress a lot of the clique on Twitter. About the match as well last night, it was good atmosphere. Obviously there was only around 150 to 200 max Stoke fans. We had a ball at one point. We were singing "Give us a ball," which I think Charlie, Arnie and Johnson all twatted balls into the stands just because we were shouting "Give us a ball."
They actually twatted them though.
Yeah, just booted them into the stands. We managed to kick one out the ground.
And the others just got thrown back.
And the others just got thrown back in.
But no, fair play to him for actually...
Fair play. There was a few gripes from a few fans, and I suppose including myself at the end, when no one came across to us.
Yeah, it was a bit...
Not one player came across to
literally
thank the fans. They all just went straight in afterwards.
Like the other side of the goal. That was literally all they had to do.
Not sure if they were told to, or they were planning on doing it at the last game. But some of us were only there for one.
I know. I don't know if I'm being petty, but I really was a bit annoyed with that. Still am a bit now. I thought, why not just come over and literally all they had to do, like they all acknowledged us when they were walking in the tunnel in terms of clapping us and what have you, but you think
Arnie got injured as well.
Did he?
Or did he?
Did he?
We'll come on to that. Bojan gave a few thumbs up at songs of his coming home.
Yeah.
All that sort of stuff. It was a good atmosphere.
It was a good match. To be fair, I like coming European tours because you can have a beer, watch the game.
You can have a beer, watch the game. You can literally have a beer in the stand and not worry about a steward coming to take it off because you've snuck it in, like in England. But we will go on to, obviously, the thing that we've been avoiding so far, and that is we were absolutely rocked yesterday by the news of Arnautovic wanting out and in a transfer request. Apparently West Ham bid 15 million last week. Interest from PSG and Milan have also sparked this. And we were in the pub with a load of Stoke fans. I had to go and break the news to them all, and everyone was just
put a bit of
a downer on the whole day. Really, I'm gutted.
Definitely.
I think he's our best player
easily. When Arnie doesn't play, we struggle. Like that is the long and short of it, really.
Pretty much.
He gets pretty much joint top scorer most years. Probably gets highest assists without looking at stats. Everything revolves around him. Like, if we sell him, I think it looks like he's going to go based on today. Where do you get a player like that? Like we said, we're linked with Snodgrass. Snodgrass.
I'm not saying we're linked with Snodgrass. I'm saying the odds have been cut on us to just that's just two. I think that's just 2 and 2 together. Apparently, someone's just said that it might have been a 50 million plus Andy Carroll.
He's never fit.
Oh yeah, no, I'd not want him. I wouldn't want him, but apparently that might have been.
That would put it up to about 30. What would you value Carroll at? 15, 10 maybe? But still, it's... I don't know where... We've got Sobey, who a lot of us think can replace him, but I don't think he's not a
finished product.
No.
A lot of people are quoting that, saying, you know, if he does go, Sobey gets a chance, which will be one silver lining from this. But the whole situation itself, I've got a quote here that I'm going to read. His brother has now come out and spoken, and he said, once I can get it up, that's what she said. Arnie's brother said, Marco is very thankful to Stoke City supporters for the past 4 years, and I know Marco's paid them back on the pitch, but now the time has come to say goodbye, and we want to do it in a nice way, which I think they've already knackered.
Yeah, they've
do it in a nice way. The ball's that up. When we re-signed last year, the club promised they will not stand in his way if he one day wanted to leave. That day is now here.
See, I'm all for players. I'm not going to stop him, but what? It's not. Well, I'm
well,
not
yeah,
registering
you're
with
physically
this.
not going to stop them.
You know what I mean, dickhead. But like West Ham, I don't get the logic in that move.
I think a lot of people will see, if that is the move that it turns out to be, then why?
Yeah.
What are West Ham really doing that we aren't?
10-20 grand a week, which for him really, does he need that? Like, he's probably already on. He's doing with us, isn't he? 70-80 odd.
Mhm.
I don't know what footballers do with their money. I'd be lost with that much. But surely 10-20 grand. If he moves down to London, that's where the money's going to go anyway. On the bloody
You're proper weighing this up, like living costs.
Yeah, I am. Because I don't understand.
TV licence. Factored all that into this move.
I just don't get it. It's like Milan or PSG, like you say, at least they're in Europe. I'd understand if you wanted to go Everton this year as opposed to last year.
Yeah.
At least Everton this year.
I could get that.
They're in Europe. But like you say, what are West Ham doing? They got the worst stadium ever because it's got a bloody Olympic track around it.
Do players take that into account? Or do they care?
No, probably not.
Probably not.
I mean, none of us know the true ins and outs. Just if it is that goes there for money. Kick.
There'll be people burning shirts.
Oh, 100%. That I won't mind if he goes to one of the others. You can't hold him back for that. But if he goes to West Ham, I will not forgive him.
Yeah, that will really sting. At the end of the day, though, I'm of the opinion, like Flav from Bull Street says quite often, football's are all mercenaries. Just literally, don't ever love a player. He says, don't ever love a player. Don't ever, because at the end of the day, they're all just at work. It's just a job. Like you'd move for more money.
True.
At the end of the day, I mean that's one way. It's one standpoint. No matter how harsh it may be.
Say if Port Vale TV came in for you and offered you an extra 10 grand a year,
See, I must have some loyalty then, because I wouldn't do that. It might not be all of us. Then again, offer £1 million, I'm off.
See, you know what I mean?
It's got to be $1 million though. It's just such a gutter to have thrown at you as well, especially at the start of pre-season.
Weird timing.
The timing of it.
Literally on the day of your first match.
Yeah.
Why not do it at the back of... No matter when they announce it, it was never going to be good news.
Never going to go down well.
No, why not do it at the end of last year? Or is it literally the interest has just started?
Well, that's what I mean. It seems quite sudden because the bid
was
last week.
Yeah.
So it seems that bid has made it come about. But when you think about it, Milan and PSG were rumoured interested.
Yeah.
They've placed no bids. Only West Ham have placed a bid. So is this literally forcing a move to West Ham?
Yeah. Has he got any mates at West Ham, like international wise or anything like that?
I can't think of another Austrian at West Ham.
No, I don't think. So I don't. Like I thought, he seemed to get on with Bojan and Shaqiri and all that, and then what worries me is if Arnie goes, does that leave the door open?
Yeah, does that start Shaq going? Does that start the rest going?
You know what I mean? That's the other worrying part of it for me. So, I don't know. It's not a good place to be in at the minute, anyway.
No, it's not a good position to be in. But he is contracted
for
3 more years. Do you just put your foot down and try and force him to stay?
Look at what West Ham tried out with Payet.
Payet?
It's French. Payet.
You've been in Switzerland for too long.
We're in France now, mate.
Well, yeah, we're in France.
Yeah, they tried to do that. Didn't play him. Who else? Someone did it with Tevez, didn't they? I don't know. Quite a few players, and in the end...
It doesn't usually work.
No, they all end up going anyway. But I understand he is contracted for 3 years. We haven't got to sell him. It's like Swansea with Sigurdsson, asking for ridiculous money. That should be the position we're in.
Can't snap their hands off for 40 million.
That's that. Well, especially when you look at Rodriguez today. He's gone 25, I think.
He's on loan, isn't he?
Yeah, but I think it's 2 lots of 5 million and 25 million at the end.
25 million for James Rodriguez.
40 million for Sigurdsson.
James, sorry.
I was going to say that before you take the piss.
Yeah, it's just a difficult one. It hurts.
If we did sell him, what would be an acceptable fee for you? Knowing Stoke as well,
Knowing
what do you
Stoke.
think we'd get?
Knowing Stoke, what?
Two.
Knowing Stoke, about $1 million. No clauses.
Yeah.
Probably still paying his wages. No, I'd be happy with 25 to 30 million. I don't think we're getting more, if I'm being honest.
I think
It's not a 30. 30 would be a lot.
Yeah.
It's not.
30 is what I'd want.
Yeah.
25 is probably round about what I'd expect, and then I think he'll go for 18.
Yeah, it's.
So we never seem to do well in these situations when we sell players, and I don't.
And we never do well. Wow. It's the team that put our transfers together, and
Was it Skulls?
probably the same people who do the pre-season and mess all that up.
And then that sell the pizzas. Them, the pizza
Celebrate
gang.
with the pizza crew.
Yeah, they've. I hope they don't balls this one if he does go.
If he does go. I've got one hope left that this could all be something for an improved contract.
Yeah. Give him an extra 10 grand.
Conspiracy. That's my conspiracy theory. You know, my hot take.
Then if we give him a contract, and Shawcross got highest earning clause.
Yeah, match. So he'd
Probably
be,
maybe Shaqiri, so it might not be just him you have to please. Could be another 50, 60 grand dragging on if there's quite a few players with that same clause. That's the other issue. And we seem to be quite tight at the minute.
oh, quite. Just a bit tight. We have asked people to send in their thoughts on the situation, and there's been an influx of kids in this airport, so sorry if you can't hear us. There's kids everywhere. I hate kids.
Especially in airports.
Will Me says, I think I can speak for us all when I say if he goes to West Ham, any respect for him will be lost. Top European club, fair enough.
Pretty much what we just said, isn't it?
Basically.
Echoes our thoughts.
Basically echoes our sentiments. Tom Thrower said, talk about man of the match in Bula. We have. He is my man of the match. Lee Hawthorne says, too early to judge. All about who replaces him and fees involved. JM Potter says we should cash in on him, then buy Javier Hernandez and give a decent winger like Ramadan a go more often.
I thought that. I'm surprised. To be fair, I'm surprised West Ham aren't after Hernandez. They're normally linked to every striker under the sun. But I would, he's got goals in him.
Hernandez scores goals.
That's what he does.
That's
And he
his
was
game.
13 million for as well.
13 million. It is cheap. It is cheap. I'd rather give him.
Paid 13 for him and 15 for Sido, as it stands. That chance he had last night, by the way.
Oh yeah, Berrino had a good chance last night. It just fell over, didn't it?
He just slipped. I think his standing leg gave way.
More comments. Chris says, good player, yes. Can he be replaced? Yes. Worth 25 million? No. Mad at him going West Ham? Yes. And then Dan Strong's give us 3 tweets. I'm going to go through them all. It's about the team around them now. We should accept no less than 20 million, and we use that one more time to try and get Bruno. For him to go, we've had his best 2 years, and we've got a worldie in Ramadan, and in my opinion, a world-class player in Shaqiri. We showed him affection when nobody else did. Proved last summer was all just talk, though. The best thing for us and Arnie, though, is...
I think that one must
I've read the comments the wrong way around.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, you get the gist. He wants us to basically sell him for no less than 20 million and get Bruno.
That's all gone a bit quiet.
Yeah, Bruno's gone very quiet. I think it's not getting done.
Great. We need a centre half.
We
I
do
like.
need a
Don't
centre
get me wrong. Welshide is come back and he'll fit in, but we still need a centre half anyway.
Yeah. We 100% need a centre half.
We still need a right back.
That's not happening.
Do you know what? I want that Timmins start the next couple of games at left back.
Oh yeah, I want him to start above Peters anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I think I'd prefer himself started for Peters.
Peters has been woeful. Woeful.
I can't even remember anything. Oh, he nearly gave away a goal last night trying to start a fight.
Oh
Although it wasn't directly his fault, it came down his side.
Instead of tracking back, Eric Peters just got a bloke in a headlock and just had some banter with him on halfway whilst the team were attacking down the left side. Well, Eric was not there. He's still in the opposition's half. I don't know what's going through Eric's head sometimes. It's just
if he wasn't so good looking, I'd think he'd get a lot more
stick.
Yeah.
Why do you think all of you saying the majority of our fan base is gay for Peters?
Possibly.
Possibly. On that note, before we go and end it there, this has been the Bear Pit Pod Summer Series. We are now flying back to England. We're not there for the game tomorrow, unfortunately, but we might do a live stream or something on the Bear Pit because we'll be watching it from Spain because we're off to Benicassim Festival. If Stoke could give us better notice about pre-season, we'd have gone watch, but they didn't, so, you know, we're going to music for the festival in Spain. So that has been the Bear Pit Pod. Do go like, comment, subscribe wherever you're watching. Go subscribe on iTunes. Leave us a 5-star review if you want a chance at winning a signed shirt. We'll see you later.
Oh, we didn't mention my signed shirt, did we? Hey?
We're not mentioning that.